Do you want to know how your front desk staff can make you a millionaire or cause you to go bankrupt? That's what we're talking about today. Hi, my name is Mark Bentz, and I'm the owner of one of the largest multidisciplinary clinics in Canada. I started the Virtual CEO because I wanted to take clinic owners from overworked, underpaid, to living life on your terms and a clinic that is extremely profitable. Depending on the size of your clinic, you're going to probably have front desk staff at some point. Okay, I don't know where it's going to be for you. Is it 4 therapists, 5 therapists, 10 therapists? But it's going to happen. And this is what's important when you put front desk staff in place, is that they're not you. And that's probably a very good thing, because you're probably not the best person to be on the phone. One thing is you're the person that cares the most, but you got to get the right people in the right seat to be able to do the right job and create the best outcome possible for everybody at the clinic. Okay, so it all boils down to training. Just like your therapists, right? They've of course gone through their licensing process, but even after that you want to train them in what it means to you to be part of your clinic. Think about the front desk staff. How are you training them? In our world, we train them for 2 weeks, put them on the front desk, then we retrain them. Then we continually train them, because things are changing also in the clinic and they need to be up to date. But if your focus, if you are not laser focused on that front desk staff, they're either going to create $1 million for you, or let me tell you, if you're not focused, you're going down. Now I say bankrupt. It's unlikely you're going to get bankrupt, but I've seen some clinics that are bankrupt. It's more likely you're going to go down and just become extremely stressed out, extremely overworked. You're going to start to do more and more clinical hours because the business isn't operating. And that's awful. Absolutely awful, man. You need the lifestyle, right? That's where you got into clinic ownership. You wanted the lifestyle. And it begins with training. So let's get through it, okay? 3 things I look at. First thing is the client experience when they get to the desk. Person walks into the clinic, what's that experience look like? Is it laid out? Do you actually have I call it a journey map, an experience sheet, so the receptionist knows exactly what to do? What are they saying? What happens when a client says, hey, I'll call in and book my appointments later. I need to look at my calendar. What are they saying about that? Because you really need to get that appointment booked when they're in person. If they're not in person, a lot of those appointments will never happen. Because what they're saying is, I don't want to book an appointment right now. So then train them in the objections and how to create that appointment right now. So in-person clients at the front desk, so important, because you don't want the front desk staff buckling or doing this classic thing. Hey, that sounds good, John. Take care, book later, bye-bye. Boy, that's thousands and thousands of dollars walking out of your clinic if that's done day after day after day. Second thing, what happens on the phone? Again, are you training them? Are you retraining them? Are you listening to calls to make sure they're communicating the messages that you've established to make sure that appointments are being booked? Now again, let's look at it. What can happen on the phone? Well, there's going to be questions about therapies, questions about schedules. There could be full schedules. There could be empty schedules. There's so many different queries that go on the phone. How do you know what they're saying? You could stand beside the phone and listen, but you're only going to get one side of the conversation. We use an amazing tool called Call Hero. It's excellent. So what it does is it plugs into our phone and it gives a message, records all the calls. So now for training purposes, we sit down and we go, okay, how did that person react? What did that client say? How did we respond? How do we make it a better outcome? Now, if they leave a message, they can instantly go in there, have a listen to the full message. Pretty typical. Of course, all voicemails do that. But this is recording it all in one area. So it's one dashboard. And then it actually records, did the front desk get an appointment? And it tells you if they did. So it's an amazing tool, because let me tell you, if you're not paying attention to what's happening on that phone, you're not paying attention. It's that simple. And when you're not paying attention, watch out. And if you've invested all this time, money, and energy into your clinic, it's about paying attention. It's not about locking yourself in the room if you're a practitioner and working harder because your clinic isn't reaching the goals that you've set. It isn't. Cut down the work in the clinic. Get focused on what's happening at the front desk. Now, if you're not the person, if you say to yourself, oh my God, I'm just not that person, that's just too confrontational, or it could be too much for me to deal with, then get the person. If you're not going to put that person in the place to create the outcome, again, your clinic is going to slowly slide down. It's a terrible thing. Third thing, we put on one of those InstaChat icons. So the one we used was called Tidio. And so it allows people, when they come to our website, to ask us questions. Good. I've always wanted it. So we're starting to get into it. It's starting to work. People are asking questions. We're responding. We can create the conversation necessary to get them the appointment. Sometimes we book it right there on Tidio, or we ask them to call. But another thing, you got to train your front desk staff in. Now, we have someone completely off the desk that deals with that. But again, we've got a much larger clinic, so we have the resources to allocate to that. But the point is, you don't need someone off the desk. You need to use the resources you have effectively. Because when you use that front desk staff effectively, they're going to make you a millionaire. And really, they're going to decrease your stress. And again, what's really important to you? It's the lifestyle you've wanted. They're going to create the lifestyle you've wanted. Get out there, guys. Take action. We'll see you in the next video.